Left out one thing in the previous video about species barriers. We need to probably look at before we kind of end here, rate of speciation. So rate of speciation. So how quickly can speciation occur? We just talked about barriers, and we talked about speciation in the past. So there's really two schools of thought here, and we'll just list them out. And the first one is gradualism. And we'll go ahead and look at the picture. So here we're looking at the two side by side. So gradualism, which we just wrote down, is the one on the left. This would be what Darwin would have insisted as to how evolution and speciation occurs. Just small, incremental, gradual divergence over time with incremental changes. So we'll go ahead and detail this. We'll say slow divergence over a long time. And we'll say small incremental changes. Right? And this is kind of the school of thought from Darwin. The other idea is a more recent idea, and Stephen Jay Gould is one of the scientists that kind of came up with this, and this is punctuated equilibrium. Punctuated equilibrium. We'll go ahead and look at the picture. So here's punctuated equilibrium on the right, where the rate is not constant. We have rapid change and then long periods of stability or no change or stasis. So these two ideas, both are probably valid, meaning they both can probably occur depending on the mechanism that is driving the evolution, whether it's more natural selection like we would expect on the left, or more of like a genetic drift type of event on the right. So what we'll say here is in punctuated equilibrium, the rate is not constant, and we have rapid change and long periods of no change. And we'll go ahead and make a note that Gould is kind of the scientist here that would be somewhat in this punctuated equilibrium camp. So next week we'll look at some cladograms and how we go about solving and looking at phylogenetic trees, mapping of relatedness, and then we'll take the exam on evolution and wrap up Unit 7. Get ready for the final Unit 8. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you next time.